I'm John. I'm 25 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit. Yeah.
Again, I'm not putting you in a roach-infested, like, mold everywhere type place, but we're not living in a luxurious place either. Like, there are options, and I showed complexes that have those options in the Austin area. Plus, and I don't want you to get in a position where you're able to take advantage of things and get lazy, kind of like the unemployment thing. Again, I have nothing against that. You've paid into it, and you're taking advantage of that now when you got laid off. Totally reasonable. But because of that, you also weren't willing to accept lower paying jobs. Or jobs outside of the field that you wanted to be in. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm going to say, sure, technically if you're still employed by then, which I will not find acceptable, but if you are, because you just are you could take advantage of local housing programs.
Okay, yeah.
You could. But I think what we've shown is you being able to take advantage of programs is giving you less incentive. You personally, this is not everyone, you personally, it's giving you less incentive to go out and just make that monies and work. You personally, it feels like you're a little lazy when it comes to that stuff.
To go outside of the field, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm really against that as much as possible until
I don't know if that's an option anymore, buddy.
Yeah.
Dude, you're talking about moving home. You can barely pay your debts. Your debts are growing. I think the situation of you absolutely needing to has already passed. I don't know how you don't see that, and I don't know how I can get that through to you at this point because I've said everything that should have gotten you there mentally.
I'm not homeless yet. I guess that's my last.
Yet. If yet's even a part of the conversation, then guess what? You're there. $3,966 in order to survive on a minimum monthly basis. And that's because your minimum monthly payments are too much. That's because your rent is way too much. Way too much. And you make $0 and you need $4,000 to survive on a monthly basis. So whatever you have in Robinhood, whatever you have in Acorns, whatever you have in crypto, I don't care. We're taking that all out right now.
Okay.
We're taking that all right now, putting in a high yield savings account, and that's just our starter emergency fund of what? A few $100? No. Robinhood was actually, Acorns was actually up. You'd probably be close to about $1,000.
Yeah.
$1,000. Okay, lovely. So we have $1,000. That's what you need for a fourth of a month to survive on a tight budget.
That's my moving home budget, is what I tell myself. That's what I'm keeping to
yeah, so I wouldn't have it in risky assets because of that. I put it in a high yield savings account. I mean, SoFi, what I use is at 4.5% right now. It's fantastic. Link in the description below. Love you. But no, I actually really do like it. And that's, I'd put that there or put it, wherever you want to put it. It's up to you. But I'd put it in a high yield savings account.
Does it have a minimum balance?
You ask what high yield savings account I use, and that is SoFi's high yield savings account. The rate recently went up to 4.5%, and I'm taking advantage of that high rate all day. And with bonuses all the way up to $250 when signing up and getting direct deposit, I mean, I had to take advantage of that, and so can you. So check out my affiliate link in the description below. It's the one I use, and you can use it as well. It's a good question, actually. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I know in order to get a lot of the biggest bonuses, you need to set up recurring direct deposits for like the $250 bonus. But in terms of minimum balance, off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I was looking to change that to my checking and savings account when I had a job, but never got there.
Yeah. You said $2,500 comes in on a monthly basis from an unemployment?
Yeah, roughly.
You need $4,000 to survive on a tight budget, not eating out. So the math isn't working, man. Math isn't working. I need you right now to go home. And this is pretty much the end of the conversation because there's nothing more that can be done from here.
Yeah.
You need to start applying for any and every job possible. Just operations type jobs, sales jobs, whatever. Sales might not be best for you.
I'm not doing solar sales. I won't.
No, especially because that's like zero income, all commission. But I don't think sales might be good for you. But maybe like tech support might be good for you.
Well, see, that's in field for me. So I do apply to those, but I don't get any luck. Like I only get luck for software engineering with my specific tech stack.
Okay, but even still, customer service jobs, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
In person, working, a manager's job. We've had a couple managers now who do Whataburger. If you're willing to work your off, man, dude, they make $75,000 a year.
As a manager?
Yes, as a manager at Whataburger.
Do you think that I would get that?
I know they're looking for them.
Okay.
They're desperately trying to hire. You have work experience.
Dude.
I don't know what your interview style is like. I don't know how good your resume build out is. Yeah. I don't know what your work ethic is. I can't talk on any of that. But in terms of, can anyone get that job right now? Absolutely. They are trying to hire. If any industries are trying to hire right now, it's like that service and experience based places. Retail, A little less than before, but food and going out, yes, absolutely. They are hiring. Go make the money. You do that. And then what I would do is to save up a 1-month emergency fund, downgrade your living situation drastically, pay off your debts, smallest to largest probably. That's probably the most productive way for you to do it. Chop up every credit card because you're not a credit card person and you can never have them ever again and close your accounts. Then save up 6-month emergency fund and then rebuild that investing portfolio by putting in 25% for a while to play some catch up. But right now, I mean, you f***ed it, man. You f***ed it.
Yeah, I did f*** it.
You f***ed it all. And honestly, that's what the situation is going to be until you decide that, okay, I'm a big boy. I live in the society we live in and I need to go get a job, even if it's not the job I want. And I know you could get that.
Yeah. It feels like my dreams are dying though. That's what it feels like.
Listen, with what just sat in front of me, I can agree that it feels like that. This is a temporary measure. Whatever your job you get is a temporary measure. You are still applying like it's a full-time job to those other positions that you want. Eventually, I mean, tech stocks have rebounded, man. Interest rates are still high. I think that industry is a little nervous to go back in their crazy amount of hiring. But man, if we're just saying those jobs are never going to hire again, that's just not reality. It might be more competitive than it was, when it was competitive to try to get workers, but now it's competitive to try to get the job. You're going to have the right resume. You're going to have the best interview. You are. Don't give up. Yeah. And don't think that taking a job that's a step down right now for your career and wants is giving up. It's not. Yeah. It's you being an adult, being mature, and saying you give a shit about your life and your future.